The steel door slams shut with a sound that vibrates in your chest. The lights flicker, cheap fluorescent tubes that hum constantly. You are sitting on a thin mattress that smells of bleach and old sweat. To the outside world, you are inmate 8940. You are a criminal. You are a number. But in here, on C Block, you are something else entirely. You are the store man. You don't have a gun. You don't have tattoos on your face. You have something more powerful: inventory. Under your bunk, inside a cardboard box marked legal papers, are 40 packs of mackerel fillets, 20 bags of coffee, and 5 books of stamps. You are the Walmart, the bank, and the loan shark of this concrete city. While other inmates are sharpening toothbrushes to stab each other over respect, you are calculating profit margins. Because in prison, violence is expensive. But business? Business is booming. Most people think prison is a barter economy. I give you a cigarette, you give me an apple. That is amateur hour. That is Hollywood. Real prison runs on a fiat currency system that is more stable than some third-world countries. The gold standard here is the Mack, a foil pouch of mackerel fillets. Why mackerel? Because in 2004, the Federal Bureau of Prisons banned smoking. Cigarettes disappeared as currency overnight. Inmates needed something else. Something that had a fixed value, didn't spoil, and cost exactly $1 in the commissary. Enter the Mack. You hold a pouch in your hand. It's oily. It smells. Nobody actually eats it. There are eating Macks and Money Macks. Money Macks circulate for years. They are greasy, crumpled, and pass from hand to hand like dollar bills. You have a stash of 500 Macks. You are rich. Your business model is simple: arbitrage and usury. Every inmate has a spending limit at the official commissary, usually $360 a month. Once they spend it, they are broke until the 1st of the next month. That is where you come in. It's the 25th. Everyone is hungry. The chow hall served boiled cabbage again. A fish, new inmate, comes to your cell bars. He looks nervous. Hey, store man. I need a coffee and a Snickers. You look him up and down. You check your ledger. It's not a real book. That would be evidence of running a business, a class A violation. It's a Bible. You put tiny pencil dots next to specific verses. Ezekiel 25 verse 17 means Rodriguez owes me 5 Macks. 2 for 3, you say. That is the standard interest rate. 2 items now, you pay me 3 items when the store reloads next week. That is 50% interest for a 7-day loan. JP Morgan would kill for those margins. The fish nods. He is desperate. You slide the coffee and the candy bar through the bars. You make a dot in your Bible. You just made a profit. But running a store isn't just about selling snacks. It's about logistics. You have a mule, a guy who works in the warehouse. He tips you off when the commissary truck is late. Information is money. If you know coffee is going to be out of stock for 2 weeks, you hoard it. You create an artificial shortage. Then you sell it for double the price. You also have to manage the count. Every day at 4 p.m., the COs, correctional officers, do a stand-up count. But once a week, they do a shakedown. They toss the cells. They are looking for shanks, drugs, and cell phones. But they are also looking for hoarding. You are only allowed to have a certain amount of food in your locker. If they find your 50 packs of mackerel, they confiscate it. They call it fire hazard or sanitation issue. You call it asset seizure. So you diversify. You don't keep all your stock in your cell. You have holders. These are guys who owe you money but can't pay. So they pay in shelf space. You store 10 soups in cell 402. 20 coffees in cell 405. Your inventory is decentralized. The blockchain of the cell block. The biggest risk isn't the guards. It's the shot caller. Every race has a leader. The Woods, whites, the kinfolk, blacks, the Razas, Latinos. You can't operate without their blessing. the shot caller for the woods comes to see you. He doesn't ask for a Snickers. "We need 20 soups for the poker game tonight," he says. He doesn't offer to pay. This is the tax. If you refuse, you don't get shut down by the police. You get green-lighted. That means anyone can stab you and get rewarded for it. So you smile. You hand over the soups. You write it off as a cost of doing business. But you are smart. You know that paying the tax buys you protection. When a junkie tries to rob your cell at night, you don't fight him. You just tell the shot caller. The next morning, the junkie has a black eye and is transferring to another block. Your insurance premium is paid. Then there is the high-end market. You don't just sell food. You sell access. You have a kite, a note, wrapped in a tiny piece of plastic. You flush it down the toilet on a string, fishing. It pops up in the cell below you. It's a message to the chef. The chef isn't a cook. He's the guy who steals vegetables from the kitchen and ferments them in a trash bag with sugar and ketchup. He makes Pruno, prison wine. It tastes like rotten regret, but it gets you drunk. You finance his operation. You buy the sugar, contraband, and the fruit. He brews it. You sell it for 10 stamps a cup. Stamps are the large bills. Books of stamps are used for big transactions, gambling debts, buying drugs, paying for hits. You never touch the drugs yourself. Too much heat. But you are the Federal Reserve that allows the drug trade to function. The dealers don't take cash, they take stamps. And who has all the stamps? You. You are sitting on your bunk. You calculate your net worth. You have 300 books of stamps hidden in a hollowed-out legal dictionary. That is roughly $3,000. In here, you are a millionaire. You can pay someone to clean your cell. You can pay someone to wash your clothes. You can pay someone to stand guard while you sleep. You have recreated the capitalist system in a place designed to strip you of everything. But there is a problem. Inflation. The prison administration decides to switch from Macks to plastic pouches. Or they decide to ban stamps. Panic hits the market. Your assets are frozen. The value of a Mac drops to zero overnight. This happened in 2010 when they banned glass jars. The jar economy collapsed. You have to pivot. You have to liquidate. You start selling everything for green dot numbers. Green dot is a prepaid debit card in the real world. Inmates call their wives, tell them to buy a card, and read the number over the phone. Now you are moving money out of the prison. You are laundering it. You text the number, on a contraband cell phone that you rented for $50 an hour, to your cousin on the outside. He puts the money in your real bank account. You are generating real wealth from a 6x8 cage. But then, the inevitable happens. You get too big. You have too much inventory. The COs notice that everyone is coming to your cell. Open it up, a guard screams. It's a targeted raid. They don't just check the locker. They check the mattress. They check the Bible. They find the ledger. They see the dots next to Ezekiel. They figure it out. Running a business, the guard says, smiling. Confiscate everything. They take the Macks. They take the stamps. They take the coffee. Your empire is carried away in 3 black trash bags. You are bankrupt. But as they walk away, you feel a tap on your shoulder. It's the fish. The one you loaned the coffee to. He hands you a pouch of mackerel. Here is the interest, store man, he whispers. You look at the fish. You look at the empty cell. You smile. You have 1 Mac. That's seed capital. Tomorrow, you will trade it for 2 soups. Then 4 coffees. By next week, you will be back in business. Because you can lock a man up, but you can't lock up the market. This is the underground explainer. We have mastered the economy of the cage. But to really run the prison, you need more than money. You need muscle. Next time, we enter the yard. POV, you are a prison shot caller. Subscribe. Or your commissary will be confiscated.